Welcome. Welcome to this channel. And what is this channel? It's the channel for a revolution of love. And it's a channel to find out how you can step into a life that may be beyond your imagining. My name is Christine Elwart, and I'm here to share with you the journey that not only have I been on, but thousands of people through the years have been on, to reach that place of purpose, that place of incredible knowledge and wisdom about who you are and where that's leading. It's 2021. Isn't that awesome? Oh my gosh. Bye-bye, 2020. Oh my goodness, 2021. Such a time of promise. Such a time of opportunity. And it truly is. So, one of the things I'm going to be sharing with you through various videos is about a process, a journey through life, through a tool, a path called Kabbalah. Kabbalah, which means to receive. And what are you receiving? You're receiving the wisdom of the ages that will lead you back to the divine. Isn't that cool? I think that's so cool. So I'm going to start out with who I am so that you can have some context for the material that I'm going to be sharing with you through these various videos. And I'm going to start out with what I said before. Who am I? I am a divine being who looks into your eyes and sees another divine being. We are eternal beings, and therefore we've never been born and we shall never die. But we can live. And that's why I'm here, because when I walk around, which isn't very much these days because of the pandemic, but when I do, and when I did, I saw the light gone out of the eyes of precious people. And it's time, it is time to wake up. So, Christine Elwart, divine being, goddess, if you will. I know some of my friends don't like that word, but I love it. I love it. And looking to relate and connect and be in community with all of you divine beings. Who else am I? Well, I'm a guide for the Modern Mystery School in the lineage of King Salomon. And what does that mean? It means that I have been handed keys which I can hand to you to unlock the mystery of your life through activation and initiation into the lineage of King Salomon. This is not new age. In fact, it's kind of old age. Ancient wisdom. And so when you are initiated, when you are activated, I help to guide you along the way of spiritual progression and encourage you. I'm an encourager. Who else am I? I'm a teacher. I actually have been teaching most of my life. I'm the oldest of 10, so I was teaching my younger brothers and sisters. I taught high school for 10 years. I taught in a treatment center. I have been teaching as for the Modern Mystery School fabulous things like sacred geometry and astral travel and all kinds of beautiful meditations and tools that will help to make life fuller and more robust. And who am I? I am a healer. Let me go back to the teacher. My main goal and role as a teacher is to send forth droplets of light that you can take in and remember who you are and why you're here. So I'm also a healer. And I'm not arrogant enough to say that I can heal you. What I can say is that I can create a space, a sacred space, and use ancient tools in which you can bring about your own healing. Because you have that ability within you. I know because I've done it myself. So, I'm a divine being, I'm a guide, I'm a teacher, I'm a healer. I am an author. My first book, Ascend to Joy, Transform Your Life Through Living Kabbalah. And in another video, I'm going to tell you the whole story about how that came about, because I think there's a lot of books out there and a lot of stories out there that need to be shared. And I'd love to inspire you to do that. So, as you may have gathered from the title of the book, I'm also a Kabbalist. And what is Kabbalah? Kabbalah is an incredible system of self-realization and growth and the journey back to God. It is an acknowledgement and a tuning into the tree of life, which is imprinted in every cell in your body. And it is a study, if you will, that goes so much beyond just learning things. It goes into understanding and wisdom and an ascension into the presence of God. So I'm also a Kabbalist. I am also, in 2021, a revolutionary. And I guess this is what I believe is the next step. Because I want to promote and instigate and bring about a revolution of love that was started a really over 2,000 years ago and was introduced to me when I was a very small child by Jesus, the Christ. A revolution of love. Are you ready? I am. We need a revolution of love, don't we? 2020, a time of transformation as well, but through fire, through the dissolution of what was, and into something new. not like anything we've seen before, which I'm kind of glad about. So, a revolutionary. And I am here to invite you into that revolution of love. There is an ancient wisdom book called the Hermetica, and it says, as above, so below, as within, so without. So this revolution begins within us. And then we move that revolution out into action. You know, I was made aware recently of a term called spiritual bypassing. And although I was familiar with the concept, I had not heard the term. And then when I checked in with people, they're like, yeah, Chris, that's been around for a long time. And I'm like, okay, well, I like it, the spiritual bypassing, because there is a tendency, at least my observation, in the spiritual community to stop too soon. Because once the transformation is made, then we need to step out and do what we're meant to do to transform the world, to address things right now that are very ugly. Hatred, racism, homophobia, cruelty, bullying. I could go on, and so could you, because we've been introduced to all of those things with great deal of fanfare, particularly in 2020. It's time to change the world. So, my hope is that on this channel, that you are going to find droplets of light that will come into your being to explode into the reality of who you really are. I see you. You are amazing and beyond anything that you can imagine. And if we can tap into a small part of that and then go out and put into action the love that was shown to us by many masters of light, but in particular for me, by Jesus. If we can take that into the world and start to dismantle the walls, or to draw, to drill holes in the wall and to start speaking through the holes in the wall, to find common ground, to find places where we can begin that love for one another, where we're looking at similarities. We're not all the same, and I'm not going to pretend that we are. We are all vastly different. But that does not mean that we cannot unite in some basic things like love and peace and joy. Being a peacemaker does not mean being passive. And that's something I'm learning right now. I'm digging into my positioning, having been born this white blue-eyed woman, and what that whole concept of white privilege is. Just beginning to dig in. And how can I use that to make this world and the resources of this world available to everyone? So, come join the revolution. I'm also a co-creator of the Academy for Empowered Living, which is here in Royal Oak. And we do all kinds of fun things, and I really ask you to contact me. And we have a website you can look. We're inviting all architects and builders of the new paradigm to step forth and join forces and start building bridges and homes and gardens and community. So that's it. I have lots more to say, obviously, but I'm going to stop there. Come join the revolution of love. And let's begin to make 2021 the time where we declare that Shambhala is on its way. I love you.